I'm going to turn, here we go. No, I'm watching it live, but I want to, it says watch live. I want to do a watch party. How do I do a watch party?
Let's figure it out.
I've never done this before. Hey,
Yeah.
we're live on the air, and we're trying to figure out how to do a watch party. If anybody is watching right now,
Yeah, let us know.
help us understand how to do a watch party. I don't know. Can you do that from a group? Can you send a watch party or start a
Maybe
watch
because
party?
it's a private group.
Here we go. Got it.
How'd you do it?
So if you go to the post there, it's, hey guys, thank you for jumping in. All you guys are already on. Hey, good
Appreciate
to see you
it.
guys.
Yeah.
We're literally just trying to set up a watch party because we've never done that before.
Kind of
If
cool.
you're watching us right now,
Try
send a watch
party.
party out there
Yeah.
for us, man. Let's get some people on this with us tonight.
Yeah,
man.
appreciate
Let's get
it.
some people on here. Start watch party. Your watch party is about to begin. All right, this is good. There we go. All right, we got our
Look
watch
at
party
you.
going.
Wait, so what did you click?
I just did what I did. All right. Oh, Facebook user says, 2 of my favorite people in the industry. Let's go.
My goodness.
Who do you think this is? Who do you think this Facebook
Let's
user
go.
is?
I'm gonna say Mike Villa.
Mike Villa? No, I think Mike Villa already gave StreamYard permission to show his name, so I don't think
Oh,
it's
you
Mike
think it
Villa. It could be Mike Tech because I don't
Mike
think
Tech.
Mike Tech. Yeah, I don't
Mike
know.
Tech.
I don't know.
I don't
What the
know.
heck? Look at this. Some guy just texted me and said, hello, I'm Mark. How's it going? Are you able for fitness training? And do you have a gym or a park outdoors that you can use? No, Mark,
Wow.
I don't.
Come
Sorry.
on, Mark. What you
Goodness
doing,
gracious. All right, you guys. Listen, we were supposed to have a guest tonight, and our guest fell through at the last. Oh, that's Clive. There we go.
Clive.
That's Clive.
What's up, bro?
Dude, we love you,
Yo,
man.
can't wait to come to Iowa, man.
Yeah, dude, you're going to Iowa. How did I miss out on that?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're the video guy.
Yo, Clive, we're gonna have a great time, man. We're gonna put some dope stuff together for sure.
All right, you guys. So we were supposed to have a guest tonight. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. So this is going to be our wing it show. We're just going to wing it and have some fun. And honestly, seriously though, we're going to be hoping that you guys jump in. Those of you that are watching, we want you to jump in with your questions. If you have a question for me, if you have a question for Nick, or you have a question for either one of us, just drop that in the comments, and we're going to address as many of those as we can. And in the meantime, we're just going to kind of riff and see what happens. And I'm sure we're going to probably do pod decks at some point because that seems to be like the favorite
fun.
segment. Everybody keeps texting us saying that pod decks is their favorite segment. And so we'll probably do that at some point. But once again, if you're a first-time watcher, we appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
Up in the comments about this stream, you'll see a link to StreamYard. If you click on that link and just give Facebook permission to, or technically, I guess, give StreamYard permission to showcase your face or your Facebook photo and your name, then and that way you'll be able to we'll be able to know who you are, and we won't call you Facebook user. We'll actually call you by your name and who you are, and rightfully so who you are. So what have you been up to this week, man?
Yeah, it's been a great week. Super busy. Real quick, can we try this second camera angle?
Oh, let's do it.
Let's
do
do
we
it.
have a second camera? Oh
Boom.
my gosh,
We have
look
a second
there.
camera angle.
We have a second. Go back to it. Ooh,
We're stepping up in the world.
Look at there, man. We got
It's
a
crispy.
separate camera angle.
You know, just trying to up the production quality for you guys. But it was a great week, David. Sorry to interrupt you, but
no, it's okay.
It was a really great week. Super busy. I did tons of shoots. I had the opportunity to use some like higher grade professional like cinema gear camera, so it was really awesome. Did some promo stuff for St. Augustine or Ancient City Brewing. Amazing place, amazing vibe. It's actually their tap room is actually right by the Treasury. It's
nice.
like, you know where that grilled cheese place is?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's literally right next door to it. So
Okay.
super cool there. Then I got to shoot a music video,
A music video.
which was absolutely amazing. Shout out to the boys in Mr. Cool.
What's the name of the band?
The name of the band is Mr. Cool.
Hey, can't beat
So
that.
for any of you guys that don't know, they're having it's called the Bash 2020. It's to celebrate Tom Petty's life, and they're doing a festival there. Sheryl Crow's on the list. Also, Ringo Starr. It's like a virtual festival. So these guys needed a music video for the actual performance. So they asked me, they're like, hey man, you want to come down and shoot this video? I was like, absolutely. So I'm working on putting that together, and man, it's been a great week, bro. It's been awesome.
I think you're the student is surpassing the teacher.
No, dude.
You're
Are you kidding
like
me?
doing some amazing stuff.
I
man.
appreciate
I'm
it,
so
bro.
proud of you, man.
Thank you, man. Seriously, I feel blessed. I mean, I truly feel grateful to be doing this stuff. But David, how was your week, bro?
My week was not too bad. Had a fun weekend. Had a wedding this weekend. utilized our sponsor request.
Yeah.
Request now. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. So I utilized our sponsor request now, and it couldn't have gone better. Honestly, it was pretty awesome. We had, it was an event probably about around 100 guests, and we had close to 200 requests come in. Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude,
now,
that's amazing.
Like a lot of them were kind of like, stuff that we couldn't play or whatever, but that's okay. Right? I think that was requested like who knows how many times.
Right.
But the reality was that it was super cool to be able to still interact with the guests, but not have people right here in your face.
Yeah.
And anybody out there that's a DJ understands what it's like when it gets a little bit later on in the event and people have had a little too much to drink, and all of a sudden the questions for requests turned from, hey, can you play such and such, to, hey, you better play such and such because I'm so and so and I need to hear Blueface over and over again, right?
Speaking of drinks.
Yeah. Well, we almost forgot. Yes, we almost forgot. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, while Nick is taking care of this part of the show, just want to remind you, if you're just joining us now, thank you for joining us. We are kind of doing a riff tonight. Our guest wasn't able to make it, to kind of a last-minute cancellation. So this is your show. This is up to you. We want you guys to drop some questions in the comments section. So if you're watching and you have questions about anything to do with the event industry, we are here to help. We're here to answer those questions. So drop them in the comments section. We are monitoring those comments. That's why I keep looking down. By the way, I'm not intentionally not looking at the camera. I'm actually monitoring the comments down here. So please, if you have those, drop them in there. We want to answer your questions. We want to help you guys out tonight. Our guest was supposed to be an attorney tonight to talk a little bit about contracting and things like that. And she did promise that she was going to make it up to us and be on a future show. But unfortunately, just a conflict came up with a family that she wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, it happens.
So anyways, cheers.
Cheers.
There we go.
Anyone from Dr. Pepper, if you're watching this, sponsor us.
If you know anybody from Dr. Pepper, we'd love to have them. We'd love to have them as a sponsor. So there you go. Cheers to another fun show tonight, right?
Let me stand up real quick. Shout out to all the California peeps out there.
Oh, look at there. Look at there with the rocking the California shirt.
Knows how to party. Tupac, rest in peace.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, so while we kind of wait for maybe some stuff to come in, and guys, seriously, drop those comments, drop those questions, drop them in the chat there, man. We want to really kind of help you guys out tonight. Nick, what do you got, man? Give me something to talk about.
Let's talk a little bit about maybe like growth. I mean, let's talk a little bit about that. This has been like a pretty crazy, I think you would agree with me that this past maybe month has been nuts. Even I'd say maybe from the time we got back from California, it's just been
true.
I think you'd agree with me that it's been nonstop growth. I don't understand like what's happening, but maybe talk about like the highs and lows of business and how, in 1 minute you could be like, oh, this is what's happening, and then the next minute, you're shooting music videos. And
sure. So for me, I think one of the best pieces of advice that I was ever given was to never let the highs be too high and never let the lows be too low. And I know I've mentioned that before in probably our podcast, shameless plug to the Rookie and the Vet podcast.
Yes.
I know I've probably either talked about it there or maybe on one of these shows beforehand. But, I think it's important to really try to maintain that mindset of, again, never letting the highs get too high, never getting the lows get too low. There's an ebb and flow in everything that you do in business. And the people that are lucky enough to achieve, like, skyrocket success, like, that's awesome. But it's kind of like, how, you have these people that are, out of nowhere sensations and stuff like that. But they're really not. Most of those people have busted their ass and they've worked really hard in their careers that you just a lot of times don't see all that stuff. Yeah. And then they just pop up out of nowhere. And so to some extent, sometimes those things can happen in our lives and in our businesses where, you work hard, and you feel like you have nothing to show for it. And then all of a sudden, like you said, people are asking you to do music videos. People are flying you across the country to do stuff for you. And it's a whirlwind. It's like, what in the world? Like, what, how did this happen? Why did this happen? Yeah. And so I think the important thing is you just got to stay focused. Yeah. You just got to stay focused on the task at hand. Mm-hmm. What do I have going on? What do I need to be aware of? What do I need to make sure that I'm doing? and think a few steps ahead of yourself as well.
Dude, I think humility is really important too. Like that's one thing that like you kind of just mentioned, one thing that I've had to tell myself is just to keep myself grounded. And it's like, because I have people in my ear, and this is not to sound conceited in any way, shape, or form, but everyone's like, "Oh, your videos are great. Your videos are so good. Oh, I love watching your stuff. Come work for me. Come do this or that." And it's like I'm so appreciative of it all, and I think like just remembering where you started from is huge for me, and that's kind of been really helpful in this entire process. Because I mean, not too long ago, I was just making videos for my friends, like really bad with my sister's camera. So just important to keep that in mind. And it honestly, like this past like week was really it was very reflective for me, because I'm all like in my feelings and stuff all the time. So
Drake over here.
Yeah. But getting to use all that higher grade equipment, like, dude, I never imagined a time where that would even be necessary or even like feasible.
I never imagined a time that we would have multiple camera angles on Wedding Business Growth. Dude, so nuts. Even that, I mean, that too is exciting to me.
Dude, another thing too, like look at the studio space and all of this stuff that we're doing. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know. Like you said, don't let the highs get too high. Don't let the lows get too low. Remember where you came from and stay humble, I think would be kind of like, I don't know. That's what I think when I start thinking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I mean, sometimes I think that we get really, it's interesting. A lot of people don't take time to appreciate the wins and the good things that happen in their lives, but they take too much time worrying about the negatives and worrying about, everything's crashing down and everything is getting, toppling on top of me, and my business is not doing what I think it should be doing, and so on and so forth. And so, this is what we mean by that is like, hey, I know things are tough sometimes, but you got to find somebody you can talk to. And, that's what's been good for us. I mean, even though that I've been around forever, and, I still come to you and when I'm frustrated, and, a lot of times advice doesn't have to be, just straight up business advice. Yeah. Sometimes it can just be a perspective of somebody else looking from an outside in, looking at what what you're doing or what you've got going on, and maybe seeing it from a different perspective.
Definitely. And I think business advice kind of goes hand in hand with like you just being a human being, and like advice as like being a person, because a lot of this stuff is very transferable. When we talk about being good in business, I think being a good person, like they kind of go hand in hand for sure.
Yeah,
so
without a doubt.
Yeah.
So I want to take a quick second here to thank a few people. First of all, I'll always thank the people who are watching us. Thank you guys for watching us tonight. We hope you guys enjoy the show. This has been a show that we've just had to wing it and throw some stuff together at the last minute. So, again, if you're just jumping on or you've been on with us for a little while here, please feel free to drop any questions that you might have, any comments you might have in the comment section, and we're monitoring those, especially if you do have questions. We're here to help. We're here to answer those questions. We're here to offer some advice if we can, just to help you guys out tonight with anything you might be struggling with, or even, Nick, even if somebody has a win they want to celebrate, like throw that in the comments too, because we want to help you celebrate those wins that you guys are dealing with. It's been a tough several months. We know that it's been tough. There's no, everybody knows that. So if you've got something, please throw that in the comments. We want this to be interactive. We know we got some people watching with us right now. So if you guys have some stuff you want to talk about or questions you have for us, please don't hesitate to ask those questions. We'll get them knocked out for you. Also want to thank the folks that are hosting us tonight, DJs Helping DJs, and the DJs Vault, also the DJs Vault private group. Public group, sorry, DJ's Vault public group, having us again tonight. And then, of course, Wedding Business Growth, our group, and also our YouTube channel and our Twitch channel. Man, we are all over the place.
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to have that kind of reach and for people to get some value out of this. I think that's the most important thing. That's the reason why we do it, is to share in the success of other people, to help them grow. Like, we want to hear from you about your success or what's been happening. If you're having any like problems or struggling, we're definitely here to help you with that too. So I mean, pretty much anything. It's one giant family and community of event professionals. So I mean,
a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Great way to put it.
Yeah.
What else you got, man?
Man, it's just trying to not get too stressed out right now. Honestly, like being you want to capitalize on opportunity when it presents itself, and you have to make sure to balance that. I shot Thursday. I didn't shoot Friday. I was supposed to shoot Friday. Didn't end up shooting Friday. That actually got postponed to this upcoming Friday. Shot Saturday all day. I mean, dude, I remember you texting me like, bro, it's been like 15 hours. And then shot Sunday. Shot two things. Shot Sunday for St. Ancient City, and then I also had to shoot Monday. Gym shoot. I think you saw that too. But not burning yourself out either. Like you need to know when to, like, ambition's important, but then also like, hey, all right, how is this going to get done? And maybe not just blindly saying yes to everything, because I think that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
But then like set expectations, set realistic expectations. Like, hey, I know that the peeps at with Mr. Cool need this video like Wednesday, so that's got to get done. Like that has to take the priority, and then you have to be able to communicate to other people like, hey, I have this project, is this going to work? I think communication pretty much in anything in life like is going to be like best for, that type of stuff. Like maybe what do you think about that?
No, I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense. And like you said, when you're, not necessarily just when you're new, but really just when you're a good person, you like what you do.
Yeah.
And your joy comes from your client or, people out there. Your joy comes from seeing them happy, and your joy comes from seeing them excited about the product that you've delivered,
right?
Or service that you delivered. If you're a service provider, your joy comes from that. Yeah. And so sometimes that can work against us as well. It's kind of what you're saying, where you're just yes, and then you look at your calendar and you're like, holy crap, I can't do all this.
Right.
Like I can't realistically provide the quality of service that I want to provide for a client. So I think you bring up a very good point that it's important to understand where you've got to kind of cap something off and be able to say, listen, I need to dial it back a little bit. I need to prioritize a little bit, and I need to understand really what my, what I'm capable of doing efficiently.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. And the same thing goes for DJing too. I mean, you could absolutely say, I'm going to work in like 10 events straight. I'm sure you've had times when that's the thing. And I think like balancing that is really important too. And just, know when to rest and, when to sprint and know when to, kind of take your foot off the gas a little bit and give yourself the opportunity. Once I'm done with all of these, probably sometime next week, I'm going to take like maybe a day or two and just chill.
Yeah, just to kind of catch back up and kind of relax and
recharge.
Chill and everything. And like you said, recharge. I think that's probably it. Our watchers are quiet tonight, man. People watching us tonight are quiet. Usually our chat is like going nuts, and people are quiet tonight, and that's okay. Hey guys, if you're just jumping on, first of all, thank you for joining us. We appreciate y'all being on tonight. If you're just getting here, you probably are maybe not aware unless you read the big long dissertation that I put on the post. But our guest tonight was not able to make it and join us at the last minute. So unfortunately, we don't have our guest tonight. So we just really wanted to kind of come on and give you guys, the watchers, the viewers, the listeners, an opportunity to kind of just chat with us and ask us questions. And if you have anything going on, here we go. Now we got some people coming on. Lincoln, what's up, man? There's Lincoln. What's up?
What's happening, dude?
All right.
Appreciate you being on.
We got, I think this is Clive still here and enjoying the conversation. Thanks, man.
Hey,
thanks, you so much.
Appreciate it.
So, yeah, guys, we just, we really just want this to be interactive with you guys. We want you to, and I know Lincoln's probably good with this, man. He's great about asking questions. So, any question you guys have that we can help you out with, any topic, I don't profess to be, like an expert in everything, but if it's something that we can help you out in, if it's something we can give you a different perspective in, we definitely want to take the time to do that. We want to take the opportunity to do that tonight. And so again, if you do have questions, if you have even just topics that you just want to say, hey, what do you think about X? And then whatever X is, we're more than happy to jump in on that and talk about that a little bit with you guys. And otherwise, I'm just going to keep playing with our multi-angle cameras here and just keep having fun going back and forth between the two camera angles.
But seriously, guys, in the comments, I mean, let us know. Do you like the multiple camera angles? Or you're like, man, that's too much? Do you think it's cool? Does it like? Let us know what you think.
Let's go back to that one.
Just trying to up the quality, try to keep it exciting and fresh. So
we want the visual quality to match the audio quality. So we're hoping that these enhancements we continue to keep bringing do just that.
We've been told the audio quality is pretty good. So.
Have we? Have people told us the audio quality?
Oh yeah.
Is bad?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at here, Matt. Look at there. What's up, brother?
Hey,
just
Matt.
got on. How's your night,
brother.
man? My night is awesome.
Good,
Matt,
man.
we were actually, I'm glad you're on here. So Matt, we were actually just, I was kind of recapping, utilizing, this is, for you guys that don't know, Matt is one of the co-founders, co-owners of Request Now, one of our sponsors.
Awesome service.
Well, my chair just dropped. That was weird. Matt, I was just talking about utilizing Request Now this past weekend, and the fact that we got like close to, if not over 200 requests. And I know that you see all the stuff in the back end there, Matt. So you already probably knew that anyways. But
crazy.
The thing about it was that the system works so well, and my favorite part about the system was this. There's a feature, if you guys are not familiar with the Request Now, you need to check this out. And by the way, it's not just for DJs, it's for anybody that's doing events, right? Like anybody who's doing events can utilize this service. But the feature that I loved about it the most was that people would text in requests for songs. And me and Dawson, who you know is my assistant, me and Dawson, he would be kind of, he'd be DJing for a while, and I'd be checking out all the requests that were coming in and kind of helping him compile like I almost said a shot list, a playlist. I was helping him kind of compile a playlist, and it was fun to utilize the feature of when you could notify the person that requested a song. I don't know, Don't Stop Believing, like the 15 people that requested Don't Stop Believing, I could just go, your song's next, your song's next, your song's next, and text all of those guys back and let them know that the song was getting ready to come on. And, that was super cool to be able to do that. And then I would get texts back from those people. Thanks a lot, man. That's great. Thank you so much.
You know what's really cool, David? I really think that it's going to be invaluable when you start DJing back at Topgolf and Y Entertainment gets back to Topgolf, because having had DJ'd there before, having the ability to just send in a text, especially like when you're on the first floor and you have to go all the way up to the third floor, like I think that's going to be so valuable. So
trust me when I tell you, I'm going to make sure that I get Matt connected with Topgolf. Period.
That
not
would be
just ours.
Yeah,
but Topgolf. Period.
Yeah, Matt's Request Now is going to be like a sponsor of Topgolf. Like they're going to be like partnered with Topgolf.
So
sure.
Lincoln sent us a question here. I'm just going to throw this up blindly and we're going with it. Here we go. Lincoln, got a friend of mine's who does magic shows for corporate events and such. He doesn't know which direction to go, and I was thinking if you guys have anyone in that area of expertise, go ahead, and I want to start incorporating Request Now into events moving forward. Absolutely. So Matt, you definitely need to get in touch with Lincoln, or Lincoln, you need to get in touch with Matt. You know what I'm saying, guys? So,
well, I have a friend who was in the circus. I mean, I don't know if that is similar.
Well, here's what I will say, and we talk about this in one of our one of the things that we just put together for Booked, actually, the Book Summit. Yeah. So we were talking about ideas of how to make a name for yourself and get to know people and things like that. Lincoln, the best advice I would say is have your friend find out some different things, or different maybe organizations. For example, like MPI is an organization that we're both a member of, and if there's an MPI chapter in your area, wherever you guys live, you should definitely look into MPI and joining that. So this is going to be kind of like if you're not familiar with MPI, think of like wedding planners but for corporate events. So corporate event planners. Meeting planners. These are the people that organize these things and put these things together. And then they also have suppliers, which is what we would all be called. Yep. They also have suppliers that are members as well. And so find out about groups like that and go become a member. Go visit and network with those people. Let them, heck, if the guy does magic, I'd be trying to do my magic tricks at every MPI event that I could ever do them at.
Right.
Because what better, I don't mean to cut you off, but just one quick thought here. What better way to get people excited about what you do than to do it for them.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, show them. That was pretty much what I was going to say as well. Go to events. Hey, this is my performance. This is my set.
Yeah.
This is entertaining.
Pick my chair up, man. Go
Sure,
ahead.
sure. But I would just say it's engaging. Like, look at what can you do for the person that you're trying to get with. For your friend, Lincoln, I would say, it's gonna engage them in whatever it is. So if maybe at a corporate event, hey, we've got a quick little, magic show where we can, get everyone engaged. Maybe at the beginning of the event, just get them hyped up and get them focused on the event. Like, I think that would be an amazing option.
Absolutely. Yep. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, thanks.
So we got another question here. You mentioned assistant. How much should DJs pay assistants/roadies?
That's a good question.
I think it's a little bit. I'll be honest with you. It's a little bit kind of a loaded question because it's going to depend on. It's going to depend on, number one, what your average rate is in your market. I think that depending on what their goals are, right? So if you're hiring somebody strictly to be like a roadie, somebody that's just going to help you set equipment up, and somebody that's just going to, make sure that kind of situation happens, but they're not really necessarily looking to be a DJ, for example, because I'm guessing this is probably coming from somebody who's a DJ, but this doesn't matter if you're hiring a wedding planning assistant, if you're hiring a videographer, second shooter.
Yep.
Things like that. Number one, I think you got to pay him a fair wage. Okay. So, think about how much money that you're making on the event. I feel like whatever number I'm say, probably somebody's going to probably think it's not enough, but I just think it needs to be a fair wage. And there are ways of looking into, definitely looking into like a second shooter. You could look that up. You could Google that. Like,
right.
What is the average pay of a second shooter?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's probably information out there. But just think about where you were when you first started. And,
great.
think about the hustle that you put in and know that they're going to do the same thing for you. And at the end of the day, one of the reasons why, and if any of them were watching or listening, I would hope that they would chime in and say this, but I think the reason why we've been successful as a company in maintaining the people we have on staff is because they take care of our people.
Yo, can I just say something real quick? You take care of your people so well, and I know firsthand because I've DJ'd for you before. Dude, don't cheap out on your help. Like, you can't. Like, pay them above and beyond, and they'll go above and beyond for you. Like, that's just the easiest way to think about it. And if they don't go above and beyond for you, then you just can them, and then you find someone who's willing to do it for you if you're paying a price that's above and beyond. But
I will also say this: don't pay them too high too fast.
Right.
If you don't really have any. If you don't have any history with them and you don't really know, because anybody can tell you anything that you want to hear.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
That's true.
If somebody really wants a job, they're going to tell you what they think you want to hear in order to get the job.
I think we talked about that a little bit, like maybe coming out and proving yourself, you know, like, hey, like, let me see, in the training, like, even like, hey, we're going to have a training real quick to kind of go over everything and just be mindful of like how they're operating during the training. And if you see something that's concerning to you, I mean, that's a red flag. And it might be, an indication, going forward.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the things that I've done too is I've literally asked people like, hey, I'm going to have you come out with me one time. You're not going to get paid a dime. So I'm just telling you right up front, you're not going to get paid a dime.
That weeds them out quick.
Number one, I want to see how committed you are from the jump street. Okay, and the only reason why I'm doing this is because I want this person to be able to experience what it's like. I can tell them what it's like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I want this person to be able to experience what it's really like to be at events, because everybody thinks that events are so cool and so fun and so this and so that. And from a outside looking in standpoint, they usually are.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, man, we all know, those of us that work in it, we all know it's not all glitz and glamour all the time.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, as a videographer, David, and you've seen me work, so I mean, dude, I don't stop for literally 13 hours. So, I mean, it looks sexy maybe on the outside, but it's a lot of work. And I would definitely, that's a great point that you made. Maybe have them out first and say, hey, this is for your benefit and for my benefit. This is something that you can see, like, hey, is this going to be a good fit for you? Are you going to enjoy doing this? And, for the owner or the operator, it's like, oh, are you going to actually do a good job?
My assistant actually just texted me right now while we were talking.
What did he say?
Oh, he was just talking to me about an event.
Gotcha.
So let's go through some of these comments real quick because I don't want him to get too far away. So Lincoln was talking about his friend. He said, or his coworker, he does magic shows, he hosts events, and he also hosts for us as DJs. Oh, cool.
That's
very
perfect.
Good. Very good.
That's awesome.
Matt said when he was assistant, he got $20 to $60 in a free dinner. Okay. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible, man.
I'll tell you what, man. Any of you guys that work in events, man, most of the time we work at some places that have some pretty damn good food.
And the food, man, you get treated like some of the food is on fire. Like it's better than going out to eat.
It's worth it alone just to get the meal, right? Lincoln said he definitely does his part to hype up the event start to finish. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lincoln says, Matt, when I was my mentor's assistant, I never got paid except for dinner or $20. Still went above and beyond. But now that I'm a DJ and try to find assistants, I try to have them 3 to 5 gigs consistent and start at $50 for events. Cool,
dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. So there's a $50 to come out, and here's one thing I would recommend is consistently talk to them. So, and what I mean by talk to them is check in with them, find out where they're at. Me and Dawson and I, we talk all the time, and
communication, man.
We know who this is. Go to TPC Sawgrass. We take care of our vendors.
Hey,
yeah, you all do.
Sure do.
You know who that is, right?
Oh yeah,
that's our girl.
Yeah.
She's going to be on pretty soon.
Can't wait.
Yeah, she's gonna be on with us pretty soon. But anyways, guys,
wait, can I just plug the?
Yeah, do that.
Can I plug the buttered chicken at TPC Sawgrass?
You got that last time we were there, didn't you?
Oh my goodness, dude, it was so good. I was like, this was like a pageant meal. Like this is something I would get at like a exclusive high class restaurant. It was so good. So shout out to the peeps at TPC Sawgrass because that was incredible.
Thank you, Carly. So my point though was that. I talk to Dawson all the time, and I check in with him all the time. Where are you at now? Full disclosure, he's a younger guy. He's not anywhere close necessarily. And if he's watching or listening, I don't mean this offensively, but he's still trying to figure out what he wants to do in life, and that's okay.
He's a great dude.
Nobody at his age should know really necessarily what they want to do in life.
I'll tell you though. Can I just plug Dawson real quick? That kid is on track for great things because he has his life so much farther along than mine was at 17. Yeah. Guaranteed, for sure. I'm like, dude, look at all the stuff you're doing. That's fantastic. So, no.
But I mean, I'm always checking in with him, and I'm always kind of rechecking. Like, are you still good with this? Do you still like what we're doing here? Is this something you still want to continue to keep doing? And so now he's started to tell me like, hey, I really think that I'd be interested in being a DJ as well. I'm like, that's okay, awesome. So that's good for me to know because now instead of him coming and helping me set my equipment up and kind of being my gopher guy all the time, I can slide him into like do some mixing during cocktail hours so that we're not just I don't like just putting on a playlist and just letting it play during cocktail hour. Like I really want to actually live mix during cocktail hours, so that's something that I can have him do, or during dinner and stuff like that where he can get some good practice in. And every once in a while I'll put a mic in front of his face and say, hey, I need you to make this announcement. So just baby steps. But last point on that, also understanding that if that's not what somebody wants to do, then don't push them to do any more than what they want to do.
Yeah. No, those are great points. And yeah, Dawson, that's awesome of him to be doing that. And I know he's helped you even during, present or introductions when, you're getting ready to introduce the wedding party and everyone. It's easier to have him say like, all right, yeah, you fade in and out the music so I don't have to run back to my setup while, we're doing those introductions. Makes things a lot easier.
It does give me the ability to kind of be a little bit more dynamic in my presence and where I'm at and what I'm doing. So yeah, absolutely.
But one other point I would just make is that communication is literally everything, whether it's a personal relationship, whether it's a business relationship, whatever it is. No one's a mind reader. So I really commend you for, coming to Dawson saying, hey, are you okay with this? And you check in with the staff all the time. Hey guys, just want to see how you're doing. How's everything going? I think that's so important. And it's so valuable. So
that was kind of a big, long, extensive answer to how much should you pay an assistant.
Oh, geez. Were we still on that?
But,
oh my goodness.
but at least hopefully that was some other tidbits that we can help with. So, all right. So we got another one coming in from Matt here. Actually, the scariest part for me was public speaking. Like I had crazy anxiety. How do you recommend getting over that?
Dude, I'll tell you, when I first started doing the podcast, it was horrendous. You should go if you ever want to just get a laugh, just go back and listen to the first or second episode of the Rookie and the Vet podcast, because it was listening to me talk was a train wreck. And I mean, I'm not that much better now, but I'm so much more comfortable being in front of the camera. Like even now, like I feel so much more fluent, and it honestly has become second nature kind of. So for Matt, I would say like just practice.
Yeah.
If you can get on other stuff, or if you can, just practice being in front of the camera, or being in front of, maybe start a Request Now podcast. Whoa.
People laugh every time I say this, and I think you have before too when I told you this. But I'm like actually a very introverted person.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely am a very introverted person, and so for me, when I thought about getting into doing being a DJ and being an MC and hosting events and things like that, it scared the shit out of me. I really don't know any other way to say it, but that, right? It just really did. And one of the mentors that I worked with actually had me do this thing where he said, I want you to create and the term that people are most familiar with now are like avatar, like, your ideal customer avatar.
Yeah.
Right? So he didn't use the word avatar, but this is like, I'm an ancient old guy at this point. So, like he probably said something that was not so cool back then. But the point is, he said, create this avatar of the perfect DJ, the perfect event host. What do they look like? How do they dress? How do they do their hair? Mm-hmm. How do they walk? What's their swagger? Again, he probably didn't use that term, but now that we're using terms that make sense today, what is their swagger? What is his name?
What's their vibe?
What is his vibe? What is his voice like, right?
Yeah.
So all of that stuff, he said, I want you to think of all of that stuff. And then when you go out and do your events, don't be David, be that person. Yeah. Almost like you're acting in a movie, or you're performing a role on a TV show or a movie or something like this, right? And he said, even introduce yourself. Like if that guy's name is, John Waxamere, then like, I don't even know where that came from, but like introduce yourself as John Waxamere.
The third.
Right? Yeah, I'm John Waxamere the fourth. Or you know what I'm saying? Esquire.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is, like introduce yourself as that person. Mm-hmm. And then this was the craziest part of it to me. Then he says to me, eventually you're going to become jealous of that avatar that you've created in your head, and you're going to be like, wait a minute, I can do this on my own. Why do I have to be...
That's crazy.
What did I say his name was? I already forgot.
Oh, John Waxamere the fourth.
So smart. Why do I have to be John Waxamere the fourth? I can just be David now.
Right, exactly.
But that took me probably like months. I don't know how many, but that took me probably 7 or 8 months before I finally was kind of jealous of John Waxamere, and I was like, dude, I just want to be me.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, dude, I mean, I had imposter syndrome for a really long time. Like I felt so like, man, like I feel like a fraud being at these events. I feel like I shouldn't be here or whatever. But as you continue, like kind of like you said, as you kind of begin to develop your identity, like I think some of that anxiety kind of goes away, and you just get more comfortable, doing, what you do. I mean, the craziest thing for me, like I had huge imposter syndrome. Actually, at one of the events I did for you was that birthday party back in St. Augustine. And I was so nervous I had to speak and do all this crazy stuff. And it ended up like, I just got comfortable and I settled into like, man, I know like they're comfortable with me now. I feel comfortable with myself. And we ended up having like one of the best times ever. It was so fun. And I think she ended up like reaching out to you or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Actually, she reached out to me about having you do another party.
Yeah.
Which schedule conflicting didn't allow it to happen.
Dude, but that was the thing. Like when you can settle into your own self and you get comfortable, it just becomes so natural, and the world opens up to you, and you just end up having like an amazing event. So
the other thing you can do too, and I know Gary, who works on our staff, this is something that I know he does a lot, and it's a great practice, is just for example, if you're a DJ and you're gonna be doing introductions of the wedding party, like don't let the day you print out your paperwork, which for some people is like the morning of the event, like don't let that be the first day you see those names. Start early on, print that paperwork early on, and get in front of a mirror. If you're shaving your face, or you're whatever you're doing, like take some time, dedicate some time for a couple days to just go through those introductions and make those names sound familiar to you, and make the just make that feel natural,
Yeah.
so that when it's actually the day for you to do it, then it's not the first time you're looking at these names. It's not the first time that you're doing these announcements. And, I'll be honest, it doesn't matter how long we do this. I mean, I've been doing it for more than 20 years probably now, and I'm not afraid to say that I get nervous still sometimes.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah, the most nerve-wracking part of the event for me is that little time between everybody take your seats, we're about to do the introductions, from that point to the bride and groom doing their first dance. Everything in between there is the most nerve-wracking part of the event for me.
Yeah.
And I still practice, and I still prepare myself, and I still get ready. But any of us who do that, we know that there's nothing more embarrassing than saying the wrong names.
Yeah.
There's nothing more embarrassing than, calling Tim Tom, or calling, Susie Shelley or whatever. There's nothing more embarrassing than that. So, and when it happens, it's not like, where you're recording something and you just go back and fix it. Like, this is live. Like, it's a live TV show like we're doing right now. Like, if we screw up, whatever, you guys are going to see it, right? You're going to hear it. So,
history.
So it's tough, but it gets better through practice. It gets better through, just going through the motions of doing it ahead of time.
And then one of the greatest things that has been told to me from another mentor was the 5 P's of life. And I know I've mentioned that on previous episodes and stuff, but proper preparation prevents poor performance. 5 P's. So
say it again, slower.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
There we go.
Boom. I mean, dude, I feel like that's the motto to live by, and be prepared. And even for me, like, the worst thing for me as a video guy is like being rushed the day before, because as a video you have DJ equipment too. I mean, it's very extensive, but like forgetting a lens or forgetting an SD card, like that kind of stuff just freaks me out. So being prepared in plenty of time in advance helps kind of quell some of that anxiety for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, you're just jumping on with us, thank you for joining Wedding Business Growth tonight. We hope you guys are having a good time checking in with us, and we're just kind of addressing some of your questions, answering some of your questions for you. So if you just jumped on, or even if you are on with us, feel free to drop some more questions down there. We're gonna riff on that for about another 5 minutes or so and see if we have any more questions come in, and then if not, we're jumping into pod decks.
My favorite.
We're jumping into pod decks. Hey, Lincoln says, is there any way that I could find a day to talk to you guys about starting to price out weddings, whether it's legit venues where insurance is needed compared to small areas? Pricing for gigs is very difficult. Yeah, absolutely, Lincoln.
Yeah,
please reach out to us. I know that you're connected with us on Facebook and social media, so just send us a direct message, man. We'll set up a time to jump on a Zoom call or something like that. Dude, we're here to help you. We're here to help everybody.
Yeah.
And like I said, we may not have all the right answers, although this shirt is the right answer, but we might not have all the right answers, but I can definitely help you out based on the experience that I have, based on the experience that I've been through. And my advice is free, man. I just want to help you. I just want to see everybody who is a part of our community. And even if people are not a part of our community, like, I just want to see people be successful, man. That's what really drives me.
I feel like I know Lincoln. So like when I see some of his stuff come up, I'm like, dude, like I'm so happy for you. Or I see like his Twitch stream, like, dude, I'm always like trying to gas up the Twitch stream. So yeah, man, we're here to help you for sure. We're here to help everyone. I mean, that's what it's all about. So
that's too cool. All right. You got any more topics you want to talk about? Before you think about that for a second, we got some people that I think just jumped on with us. So once again, guys, we are just we're here answering your questions, addressing your concerns, things that maybe we can help you guys out with. You're watching Wedding Business Growth live tonight on a Tuesday night. And if you're watching the play, or if you do watch the playback of this, we won't be able to answer your questions. But if you put them in the comments and we see them, we'll definitely do our best to definitely get back to you. We just won't be able to do it live because we won't see them until later. But guys, if you do have any questions, drop them in the comments, because we're getting ready to move on to our next segment. What do you got? Anything else?
Man, it's been fun. I appreciate everyone being on, and been fun. It's been a good week, and I'm glad to be here. So
Yeah.
let's
gonna
dive
take
into
this
these
one.
decks.
You use this one. I'm going to take
All
this
right.
one. All right. So those of you guys that maybe have not seen this before, this is our favorite segment. This is
It's so fun.
it's not necessarily sponsored by Pod Decks. We can't really say that, but maybe, hopefully, when Travis sees us doing this enough, that maybe he'll be like, "Hey, we want to work with you guys."
Dude, it's so fun, and it's great engagement. It's a great time. Get to laugh a little bit. And hey, dude, they sent us some free swag too. They shout out. I wore the T-shirt last time, but shout out to them for shooting us over all this cool stuff. So
All right, so we're just going to ask each other random questions here, and also if you're watching, we want you guys to respond with your answers. We want you to respond in the chat. I gotta fix this camera real quick. Hold on. Boom,
There we go.
boom. There we go. We're in good shape.
Boom.
Hey. All right, so you go first, man.
oh boy, all right.
Come on, give me something good.
All right. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
If I could change one thing about myself, what would it be? I will say my hair, man. I really don't like my hair.
I think it's pretty solid, bro. I love the color.
Thank you, but it doesn't ever seem to do what I want it to do.
Yeah, mine too, but it's
But
fine.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. All right. Once again, guys, if you have something that if you want to answer any of the questions along with us, we always love reading your responses to the questions. So
yeah.
yeah.
Drop your answers in the comments for sure.
Let's see. Okay. What is something that nobody would have ever guessed about you?
Dude, I'm a metalhead. I love metal music.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like Slipknot. Eric from we kind of connected on the metal, or he doesn't know it, but I definitely connected with him. I was like, oh man, that's kind of cool. He's into metal too. So yeah, that's just one thing about me. I kind of like metal. So
Really?
probably would have never guessed that.
I don't know.
Little nerd.
That's awesome.
I don't know.
All right, what do you got?
Oh yeah. What do you consider your greatest achievement? Actually, serious question.
Why are all mine serious, man?
Sorry, dude. I mean, the black one is like serious. The serious deck. It's the interview deck. That's why.
Well, this is an interview deck too.
Oh, true.
Yeah. My answer to that would be being a parent.
Wow, a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
I must be missing something.
Yeah.
So
I think that's probably my
Dang,
greatest
dude.
achievement.
for real.
Yeah.
Everyone says that, so it's
Yeah.
pretty serious. Okay,
It's a tough. it's a tough thing, but it's a rewarding.
that's
thing.
what everyone says.
Yeah.
So it must
absolutely.
be. All right, your turn.
Oh crap! It is my turn.
Yeah.
This is a good one. What is something that people are obsessed with, but you just don't get the point of it?
Dude, for a while it was TikTok.
Yeah.
For a long time it was TikTok. I was like, dude, what is the deal? And then I got on it, and then I was addicted to it, and I couldn't leave my phone anywhere without going on it.
Do you still do it now?
No, dude. Well, it's a Chinese listening device, bro.
Oh, that's.
Well, it was. Now it's not. I mean,
I'm confused. Is it or is it not?
it was. They were the Chinese. And please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that it was. They had a bunch of back end stuff, and they were collecting tons of data. And all the engineers on it were like, "Yo, this is engineers from the U.S."
No.
Were like, "Yo, this is nuts. Should not be allowed to be happening." And actually, recently, Oracle just bought TikTok, and I think they're going to do some stuff with it. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Anyway, long-winded answer. But whose turn is it?
It's. I don't know. Matt said he was going to say TikTok. He still doesn't like it, and he doesn't have the app.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I deleted the app
Yeah.
off my phone too, man. I was like, yeah.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
Worst job I ever had.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one, man, because I've honestly been very fortunate.
Dude, I have too.
Pretty much like all my life. Well, I actually was a manager at Burger King for a short period
Were you
of time
really?
in my life.
Yeah, that's pretty fire.
Yeah, no. Great choice of words there. Great choice of words.
That charcoal grill.
Yeah, that was
fun.
I don't know, that was probably it. That
Yeah.
was probably
Dude,
it.
mine was Winn-Dixie, but I was a youngling, so. But it was fun. A ton of my friends I'm still friends with. That's where we met, so.
At Winn-Dixie?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Like Dustin. If you're listening, Dustin. I'm just kidding.
Dustin. Where have you been all my life, Dustin?
Dude, I gotta get a funny deck, man. These questions are killing me.
They're too
They're
serious.
serious.
All right. You know what? We should. Well, I don't. This is the thing,
What the
though.
heck?
Actually, I don't even know why. Why are we even using the?
Dude, we got the app.
Let's use the app.
Bro,
the app just came
What
out.
are we doing? Yo, so shameless plug to Poddex. They just dropped this app, and it's insane. So you can get literally everything on there. You can kind of see it pull up there.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go to the app. Let's go to the app. We're so unprepared tonight.
All right. This is the WTF deck.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Have you ever had anything waxed? If so, what?
Have I ever had anything waxed? If so, what? No, I have not.
I have.
Do you want to?
Yeah,
tell us
sure.
what it is?
It was my eyebrows because they're out of control, bro.
God. Your eyebrows?
Yeah, so dude, all right, funny story for y'all, just real quick. I was 16. My eyebrows were out of control. Most people that are 16 years old, their eyebrows are nuts. So I went with my mom one day to go to get my eyebrows waxed. And keep in mind, I had terrible acne when I was a kid, like a teenager. Okay. So I was on like medicine for my face to like help the acne. So when they did it, like they didn't tell me that the interaction with the medicine for the acne like interacts with the skin, and I had like the biggest like red burns on my eyebrows up here. I looked like a clown. I literally looked like the Joker for a week, and I had to go to school. And my mom was like, "Wow, like I'm really proud of how you handled this," because I think most people would have been like crying, saying they would stay home. I was like, I don't give a shit. It's whatever. I can make fun of myself. It's fine. So I went to school for a week, like when I was 16, with like red, like a clown. Like, yeah, dude.
Wow.
So that's my story. Hey, dude, no shame.
All right, so you're tuned into Wedding Business Growth with David and the Wax Boy. That's all good, man. Well, those of you guys that are watching, thank you for sticking around. Have you ever had anything waxed? If so, let us know in the comments. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so here goes another one for you, man.
Okay.
Have you ever had a weird Uber experience?
Can I say this on the podcast?
Of course.
All right.
Yeah, why not?
So when I was getting started with my business, dude, David knows this story. I was Ubering. Remember I Ubered for a little bit?
Uber everywhere.
Yeah. So I actually Ubered like to supplement my income for a little bit while I was getting started. So one night I left Topgolf. I was like, all right, bro, I got to head out. I got to work tonight. Saturday night, it's going to be a big night. Actually, like, dude, Saturday night, Jack's Beach, you could rake it in. Like, I made a couple $100 in like a few hours doing Uber ride. But the problem is you deal with drunk people.
Hold on one second,
Sure.
because we've got to create some clarity here.
Okay.
You were driving.
I was
for
driving.
Uber.
I was driving
Okay.
for Uber.
All right.
Yes.
That we got to clear that
Yeah.
clarity up. All right,
I am the Uber driver driving people home from the bars like late at night.
All right, there we go.
This couple decides to get freaky in the back of my car while I'm driving them, and they are literally on top of each other having sex in the back of my car. Yeah, that was my weird Uber story. So I've had people have intercourse in my car.
Let me ask you a couple questions about this.
Sure.
Did you join them?
Just put it in autopilot and just head in the back real quick. No, dude, I didn't join them, and I didn't say anything about it either. I just let it happen, and I just kind of was like, all right, I'm going to pretend this didn't happen. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you. Like, I didn't say anything. I just pretended to ignore them, turned up the music, and I was just, like, driving down the road.
So, essentially, your night ended with a bang is what you're saying.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it sure did. Sure did. All right, we're going to move on here.
All right. Is it your question
I'm gonna
for
ask
me?
you a question.
Okay, it's your question for me. Sorry.
Have you ever had a "this can't be happening" moment, and what was it?
Have I ever had a "this can't be happening" moment, and what was it?
Oh my God.
Dude, I mean, I've probably had so many. Oh, look at this. Matt said, "Did you get a 5-star rating?"
Dude, they didn't leave me anything, and they didn't leave me a tip.
Oh,
I was super pissed. I was like,
why? You know why?
Bro, don't say it.
The tip was already used. I'm just
The
saying.
tip was already given, bro. No, that's terrible. But all right, no, tell me your "this can't be happening" moment.
Hey, look here. Mike Villa just said, "Yo, I'm late to the party." Hey, it's better to be late than not be here at all. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Thank
man.
you, Mike. Seriously,
We are just getting nuts with the old Poddex segment of our show here to wrap things up tonight. So jump in on your answers with us, man. So, all right, ask the question one more time.
Oh, sorry. Have you ever had a "this can't be happening" moment?
Yeah, you know.
And what was it?
there's been a lot of moments that I've had. What up, my guy? What up? What up? What up? I think that one that sticks out in my head years ago, there was a. It was like a yacht, like it was called the Jacksonville Princess Yacht, right? It was this boat that that we would do events on, and they would go out in the St. Johns River, and it was one of those things where, you know, once everybody loads up on the boat and it takes off, like we're gone until we come back, like you know what I mean? It's not like, you know, you can be like, oh look, it's getting late, I'm out of here.
Head out.
Like that is not an option, right? That's not an option. So I'm hosting the event, or DJing the event, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, hey man, I'm the, you know, now I gotta preface this with, I was very early in my career when this happened.
Okay.
And this guy comes to me, he's like, yo, I'm the brother of the bride, I'd like to give a toast. I'm like,
oh, I've heard the story.
yeah. And I'm like, yeah, sure, man, no problem, whatever. So I give him the microphone, right? So I go to give this guy the microphone, and, you know, all of a sudden he's like, you mother, and, you know, all you guys are a bunch of this, and like every cuss word you could imagine, over and over and over again. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, oh my God, this cannot be happening. So literally I said that to I just finally turned the microphone off.
That was smart.
And then he got pissed off at me, and I was like, dude, I think the batteries died. We'll try to figure it out and whatever. So here, that's not even the worst of the story. So at the end of the story, we all get back to the dock, and everybody gets off the boat, and I'm packing my stuff up, and I hear all this commotion from the people that are working on the boat that are like, oh, they're all making a bunch of noise. Come here, come here, come here. So apparently some of the groomsmen had like loosened up like a piece of wood from the dock and were like beating the crap out of the guy with the wood.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so I'm like, okay, this really can't be happening.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. I was an Uber driver with my best friend and driver, and said, I don't think I have enough gas to get to where you're going, and went on to tell us her husband has her card and she really has no money. Luckily we made it to our destination and gave her money to get gas. Jeez, yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. Let's see what else. Mike Villa said, I have one, but I'll text you next time. I'm live with y'all. Long story short, the groom punched a guest, and everybody started jumping on the guest and chasing him down the street. Then multiple fights were breaking out. Holy moly.
Weddings get violent, bro.
Holy moly.
Dude, when weddings get violent.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
That might be a good TV show. Mine says, mine was a recent event where the timeline got delayed because the videographer had to eat first.
It's always the damn videographers.
What is up with you videographers, man?
Damn videographers.
We wanted for them to get done eating before we could do the speeches. Well, you know what? Y'all need to quit eating, man.
Stop.
I'm just kidding.
The videographers, dude.
This is good. Thank you. Hey, keep bringing this input in.
Actually,
you guys keep bringing these comments in. And before we started the speeches, the videographer asked for the mic and taped his recorder onto it.
Bro.
Wow.
Party foul. That's a party foul as a videographer.
Here he is. Ernie's here. Ernie's here.
Damn videographers,
Damn
Ernie.
you videographers. All right.
Losers.
All right, so this should be a fun one. I want everybody in the chat, I want you guys to participate in this one, and not just Nick. I want everybody in the chat to participate in this one. What would be the worst buy one, get one free sale of all time? The worst buy one, get one free sale of all time.
Dude, do I really want to say it?
Yes.
It's not good.
What's up, Ernie? Say it, dude.
The worst buy one, get one free sale of all time?
Yes.
It feels wrong to say on there.
Just say it.
I feel like no, it's not right. Do we have anyone in the comments that can answer this question first?
You were going to say a used condom.
I was going to say something along the lines of that.
You
Yeah.
were.
Something along the lines of sexual stuff. But yeah, I'd say condom or sex toys or something like that. Dildo specifically would be horrendous.
Like a buy one, get one, or a used one?
Used.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Yeah.
What if it was washed, sanitized?
But still used?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. It's gross.
That's fair. Mike Villa says STD cream. Yeah, yeah, that's probably you guys are a bunch of dirty people.
We're terrible, man.
STD cream. That's terrible, Mike.
It's funny though.
All right, what else? Non-sexual. God have mercy, dude.
Buy one get one free.
Yeah, worst buy one get one free sale of all time.
Dude, in all serious, like pragmatically, like, dude, I'd say like TVs or something, like a buy one get one free TV. Like, what am I gonna do with 2 TVs? Like,
Ernie said a colonoscopy.
yeah, dude, Cologuard or something like that, dude. Those colon tests. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you might. Well, like if you get one and it doesn't show up that well, and you have to go back for
Keep
another
it
one,
for later,
bad
maybe.
to get a free one then.
That's true.
So
what would you say for your buy one get one? So I gotta pick up a new question.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of thinking like you guys. Like, there's not.
It's
too
dirty,
many,
dude.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
all dirty stuff. Really, you're probably right. It's all dirty stuff. All right, let's move on.
I got one for you.
Yep.
And for everyone at this point. What Guinness Book of World Records do you think you could break in the future?
What Guinness Book of World Records do I think I could break in the future? Oh man. I don't know. I would say the most time saying on a live broadcast.
Yeah, dude, I was literally thinking the same thing. Like how many times I say
So
how much footage I can record at one single event.
Okay.
Dude, I'll tell you, like, just quick, for this music video I did, I shot 500 gigabytes of footage.
Wow.
It's a ridiculous amount. I shoot a lot of footage. Like,
Yeah.
I'm an overshooter for sure, but hey, it works, I guess.
Well, that might have applied to the last question too. Guys, if any of y'all have a comment on what you think that you could possibly break the Guinness Book of World Records next, go ahead and drop them in the comments there. We'd see what kind of craziness you guys come up with.
Yeah.
I feel like we asked that question before possibly, but that's okay. It's always fun to ask it again.
So yours was the further, yeah.
The amount of
me too,
yeah,
dude.
The amount of ums.
Even when I listen back to me talking, I say it so much. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop saying
Yeah.
But
It happens.
it's all right.
It happens. Okay, you ready for a new one?
Sure.
I just did it again. Have your parents told you something as an adult that they kept from you as a child?
Well, dude, the easy answer to that one's God, voice crack. The easiest one to do to say for that one's Santa, of course. And the way I found out about Santa was so sad. One of my friends was like, "Yo, you actually still believe in that shit?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, no, he's not real. I that's fine. I was just kidding." Yeah, for me that would definitely be it. But yeah, what are you?
Nothing. I got nothing.
Nothing?
My parents, I don't think they really ever told me anything.
My parents were very transparent parents.
Oh, look at there, utilizing the word parent. Somebody said Ernie is hilarious. Yes,
Ernie is hilarious.
Ernie said his was that you are not planned.
Oh God, that's genius. Oh yeah,
Ernie,
wow, that is true too though.
that's too
Anyway.
funny.
I won't disrespect them on here.
That's too funny.
I love my parents. I got one for you.
Okay.
What set of items could you buy that would make the cashier the most uncomfortable at the store?
What set of items could you buy that would make the cashier uncomfortable at
Most
the store?
most uncomfortable.
How about
This could get real dark, so I'll let you tread lightly on this one.
jelly beans and KY jelly?
Jelly beans and KY jelly. I was gonna say dog treats and KY jelly.
Well,
That's really wrong and super illegal, but
oh man, that's terrible.
that's really terrible.
That's
I heard
terrible.
that before though. Like it's not an original statement. I've heard other people say that too.
Yours or mine?
Mine.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard dog treats and KY jelly a few times, or condoms, which is kind of disgusting. But
Mike says happens all the time. Screwball whiskey and grape juice always gets a weird look. Yeah,
really?
But those peanut butter and jellies are
dude,
not
but they're
weird,
great.
Though. What? Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly.
Dude, too funny. I mean, we honestly, seriously need to do that. In all serious.
Ernie says a condom, laxative, and an avocado.
Oh God.
Actually, multiple avocados.
Wait, can you explain the avocado?
This is all going downhill.
Yeah,
man.
real
This
fast.
is all going downhill. I knew that this segment was going to end up going
It
this
gets
way.
bad, but it's fun.
Just the later we get into this show. All right, let's do a couple more,
Okay.
and then we'll wrap it up.
I'm not a bad person, I promise.
I don't know. That's still up for debate.
That's debatable.
That's
All
still
right.
up for debate.
What's the most imaginative? Oh, I'm not even gonna say that, bro. No.
Oh.
What would the creepiest thing you could say while passing a stranger on the street?
What's the creepiest thing you could say while passing a stranger on the street? Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, wouldn't it be creepy if you just randomly called somebody Mom?
That's true too.
Right?
Yeah.
Or I buried the body.
Or something
What
like.
should I do now?
Yeah. That would be kind of. I'd be like, whoa. Or something like just telling someone like, don't drink the water, like something like creepy like that.
Yeah, exactly. Mike says, "Can we please get Ernie in an episode soon?"
Dude.
Yeah, hey, we always are happy
Yeah.
to have Ernie.
Absolutely.
Actually, Ernie, if you want to jump on live with us right now, just let me know and I'll
Bro.
send you the link, bro. We'll get you on here right now with us. We're down to get anybody. You know what I mean? So this should be fun. This happens to me. This is Ernie speaking. This happens to me. Guy randomly tells me. Let's see what he says. I can only imagine. I can
No, I
only
think
imagine.
that might have been it. Guy randomly tells me, like you just, maybe.
Oh. Look at Mike. You know what that stands for, obviously, right?
I do not.
We can't say that on air. Let's just say that the L stands for let's and the G stands for go. I'll let you determine what the F stands for, my friend.
You'll have to explain to me later.
Okay, sounds good. You're not quite as bad as I thought. I like peanut butter. Gives me gas though.
True. Yeah, it's just like super like out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, Ernie says he'll jump on. All right, so cool. Ernie, I'm going to send
Oh,
you.
that's hilarious.
Ernie, I'm about to send you in Facebook. I'm going to send you the link to jump on with us. So, guys, we're doing this live right now. So
Yeah.
this is so fun.
This is fun.
And if you guys are watching and you want to just jump in and have some fun with us, like, what the heck, man? I knew when we did this that we were probably going to have, who knows what happened. So, Ernie, I just sent you the link on Facebook. So jump on that link and come on with us, man. This is good stuff. Mike Villa, we might want to get you on here too.
Yeah, yo, seriously, if you want to hop on,
like,
man.
why not, right?
Have some fun. I got a question for you, David.
Yeah, go ahead.
If we're ready.
Yeah.
What is the last thing you took a picture of on your camera roll, and can you show it on the air?
The last thing I took a picture of with my camera roll, and can I show it on air?
Oh yeah, you sure can.
Which one is it? This one? Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, can you switch to this camera? Can you switch to this camera over here? So that's one of the pups. I don't know if I can.
Look how cute he is.
There we go.
Yeah, pull it back a little bit.
Look at her, Roxanne Shante. She's such a cutie. All right, so there you go.
That's
you
fair.
guys got it.
Let's see what mine is.
You guys got
I
it.
probably can't even pull mine up.
I don't even. That's not what she said. Mike Villa, I'm gonna go ahead and send you the link too, man. If you can jump on with us, you're welcome to jump on. This is so fun. I love just randomly doing this stuff.
Okay. Hop 'em on.
Are
Let's see
you
what we got.
able to show us yours?
No, I cannot. Sorry.
Do you really do that kind of stuff, dude?
I really do.
You're a weirdo, man. You're a weirdo. All right, let's see if. Yeah, there he is. There he is. All right, Ernie, we're bringing you in. Ernie!
What's up? How you doing?
Yo,
What's up, homie?
what's happening, bro?
I'm just over here dying from the questions you guys
Dude,
asked.
thanks
I'm
for
like,
jumping
oh
on.
my God.
Dude, now just.
Can we pull him up on this? Is it possible? Or
I
not?
don't think we can get him up there. So
Okay.
we're all going to be looking down this way, but that's because Ernie is down there.
Yeah.
That's because Ernie is down there. Ernie, if you have headphones or if you have a way to kind of block out some of that feedback for us, that'd be awesome. If not, that's okay. Well, I'll be honest with you, Nick. I feel fortunate to be able to have Ernie on with us because they have been going crazy busy working out there.
Mad props.
Every time I turn around, these guys are working.
I love seeing their stuff. Always got an event going on. So
yeah, man.
Super happy for y'all.
Mike Villa, if you're out there still watching us, man, I just sent you the link too to join on with us, man.
If you're feeling frisky, bro.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
In one sentence, how would you sum up the internet?
In one sentence, how would I sum up the internet? The internet
At least
is
it
a
wasn't one
collection
word.
of mostly bullshit, but sometimes realistic information. Your job, if you can do so, is to decide which is what.
Yeah, dude. I'd say like 90%. Like,
How was that? Was that good?
That was phenomenal.
Thank
yeah,
you.
that was
In
beautiful.
one sentence about the internet. Don't trust school. Don't trust the internet. Right?
Google's a lie. Like,
yeah,
sure.
Google
Like,
is a
that's pretty
lie.
much it.
Google's a devil. Google's the devil. All right.
I'll switch the decks up here too.
Yeah. All right. All right, Ernie, I'm going to ask you this one.
All right.
Nick, you can jump in too.
Sure.
I'm going to ask Ernie this one because I love his answers all the time. If you could talk to one species of animal, which one would it be and why?
One species of animal and why? Oh my gosh. I just want to talk to them all. I want to be like the Aquaman to all animals. But if I had to pick one, what would it be? If I could be able to talk to one.
All right.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it. I want to talk to flies.
Why?
Because it's a short conversation. They're not going to last long, but they can get into anywhere and listen to everybody. And like, you tell me real quick.
Ooh, that's real. That's actually like an insightful answer. Like, damn, like you get valuable information with that.
Like Ant-Man,
I would,
you know.
I would say I would talk to. I'd say I'd talk to. I would talk to the honey badger, and ask them why they don't give a shit.
I knew that was coming. I set myself up for that.
You
It's
sure
not like
did.
the honey badger's going to answer them because they don't give a shit. They're like, I don't need to. I need to.
That's a very good point, Ernie. That is a very good point. Oh my
that's
god!
funny.
All right, do you have another one? Because I don't even have anything.
My bad.
right now.
Okay, so I switched up the decks here. So, aerial or ground level, and why?
Aerial or ground level, and why? I've often thought about skydiving.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I feel like if I'm going to pass away, I see our viewership has gone down.
Significantly.
I think we've gone way overboard now. I think my problem with skydiving is that it's not a quick instant death, right? So
Yeah.
like if you jump, Mike's coming on great. If you jump on, or excuse me, if you jump out of an airplane and then you realize all of a sudden, oh shit, my chute is not going to work. There's no like hurrying up the process.
You just know you're
now
gonna
you're
die.
just drifting at whatever speed, and you're not really drifting, like you're
Free
barreling.
falling. Yeah.
But you know that you are barreling to your death. So for
Right.
that, I'm going to stick with grounded.
Ugh.
I'm going to stick with grounded. We're going to bring Mike on here too.
Dude, that's real deep and real dark.
That
I was
is
thinking
super
like
deep.
different perspectives.
Mike,
and
what's
stuff.
up, man?
What's up, fellas? How y'all
Yo,
doing?
Mike, what's happening, bro?
What up, baby? Big Earn.
What's
Mr.
happening?
Mike Villa is in the house.
All right, Mike Villa, we're going to ask you the next question. Who's your celebrity crush, man?
Ooh.
Man, I think I'm going to go... I might have to go throwback, man. I might still have to stick with Alyssa Milano. That was like an old school one.
Look at there.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
we brought
hey.
fire.
Yeah.
Mike Villa said, I want to show her who's the boss. All right, Ernie, what
Yeah.
about you, man? Ernie, what do you
Oh
got?
my gosh! I mean, I'm gonna have to say this.
First of all, we got to make sure Erin's not around.
She's in
before
earshot.
you-
Dude, you just see her come out of there, just like give him the elbow real quick. Just like, what'd you say?
Oh my gosh! You know what? Yeah, I gotta keep it old school too. I gotta go. Return of the Jedi, Carrie Fisher.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's so
I can
fair.
see that from you, Big Earn.
Yep, yeah. Just that was like when all of a sudden I became man.
David, you got one?
I don't have one.
Keep it
I
silent.
honestly don't have one.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, stop.
I honestly
What?
don't have one.
David? What?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I
That's-
don't.
No,
That's
not like
unfortunate.
Mariah Carey.
No.
No,
No.
Sweetie?
No.
Or Pam Anderson? Baywatch?
Yo.
My celebrity crush is like a combination of Fergie and
Nicki
Megan Thee
Minaj.
Stallion.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah.
Yeah, you can DJ.
Sounds like somebody's getting riled up over there.
Yeah, ever since I dropped Star Wars, they got nuts. Hang on one
Yeah.
second.
That's all right. Hey, we don't mind having animals on our show. Mike
Or
Villa, what do you
Here
get
we go.
into, man? Are you doing some streaming tonight,
Oh.
man?
Yeah, I'm about to go on in 45 minutes.
Where are you going to be at?
On my Twitch.
Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Twitch
all right.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, Twitch the Tuesday raid train. But my daughter right here, she loves to look at this. All the settings.
Aw.
Oh, it's too
Aw.
cute. Hold on, let
No.
me highlight you guys.
She's getting ready.
Oh, look at there.
She's like,
Yeah,
she
all
loves the
these
green
things.
screen.
I go. Look, there she goes. The other day I was on there and I was like, I went live and I was like, man, what happened? Exactly what she did right here. It's like, what happened to the my fader, my up faders weren't working. They were. It went from full 100% power. Come on, let's say. It went from full 100% power to nothing at all, and I could not figure it out for like the first. You're gonna DJ after, baby.
Oh, that's cute.
It went from so it took me about 10 minutes to figure it out into the stream, but she loves to sneak into the studio and have a good time.
Aw, how cute.
That is hilarious. That is too cute.
Yeah,
That is cute. Too
precious.
cute. You got one over there, Nick?
Oh boy. Yeah.
All right, give us one. Give us one that Mike's daughter won't be offended
Yeah,
by.
yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh, here, I'll mute one.
Not that one.
Uh-oh.
Back in high school, what was the strangest thing someone could find in your locker?
Back in high school, what was the strangest thing that someone could find in your locker, Ernie?
My gosh, everything. I think I sold anything and everything out of the sun. Yeah, I even sold alcohol out of my locker.
Oh wow,
Did you ever
That
try to
was ballsy.
stuff like another kid in your locker?
that's hardcore.
No, I didn't. But one got stuff next door. Though. The next
Oh,
locker
my
next door to
gosh.
mine. So getting them out, I felt bad. But yeah,
I have no stories for that. That's,
Mike, you got any locker stories there, bud?
Nah, honestly, our lockers were they used to do raids at our school. I grew up in LA, so
of
Yeah.
course.
yeah, don't mess around.
yeah, they used to do raids. So it's like you didn't want to have anything in there because they would just go in there and just randomly and just do a
Yeah.
whole hallway of lockers, and the cops would open them up.
Goodness.
That's scary.
Oh well.
I'm thankful for small town life. My
Yeah, there
goodness.
you go. All right, this is literally going to be the last one. We're
All
gonna let
right.
you guys go.
Yeah.
We've been on here too long
long.
already. So since we're all dudes, as far as I know, we're all dudes. This is going to be a pretty interesting question.
He looks over his shoulder.
It really wasn't so much me looking at him like maybe he's not a dude.
He looked over.
It's this instinctive habit of me wanting to make sure that I include my comrade here in our conversation. So
However,
Oh.
with the eyebrow story, I could see why that would be questionable.
that's a valid
I
point.
missed
So
the eyebrow
That is
story.
a valid point. The eyebrow thing did have me wondering for a minute there.
I
All right,
missed that.
so that said, yeah, Ernie, go back and watch the replay and you'll see that.
I will.
All right, that said, if you swapped genders for a day, how would you spend it?
Sorry. Are
I'll
there still
let you
viewers?
first, Bigger.
Are there, no, what? How am I going to go first?
Ernie, you get to go first.
good luck, bud.
How would I spend it? Probably in Victoria's Secret.
Okay.
That's a fair answer. That's a safe answer.
Yeah, it really is.
That's too funny. That is too funny.
Oh no! Go to ladies' night. That's right. Got to do ladies' night. Got to get all
Oh
the
yeah,
drinks.
because then you could drink for
Free
free.
drinks
You
all
get
the
it-
time.
You get it for free. You get it for free.
Ernie,
You get
coming
drinks.
in strong.
Boom.
That's fair.
Boom.
That was gonna be mine. My wife, she stepped out for a minute, so I could easily say it. And no offense to any ladies that are watching, but basically, like Ern said, I'd get whatever I want that day. For once, once not get told no. To be like, you know
That
what?
is true.
This
That is an
looks
accurate
great, or
statement.
He's gonna go down the highway doing 120, get pulled over, try to get out of it.
yeah, just see, let's test
Smart.
this.
So let's say we combined all of the answers and we say you go to a ladies' night, okay? You leave ladies' night, you get in your car,
Going 140.
you go 140 trying to get to Victoria's Secrets before it closes,
Oh my God.
right? And so we're combining everything you guys just said into one epic night, right?
Yeah. Well, and
Sounds pretty
before
good.
you leave the ladies' night, though, you have to ask the DJ for a song,
That's
and
a
you'll get
fair
it played.
point.
Oh.
That's a fair point. Yeah, it
You'll
is.
get it
That's
played.
a fair point.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm just going off on a whim on this one, but it sounds like a reverse version of Hot Chick. Do you remember in Hot Chick?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
did all that stuff at the beginning,
Yep.
and then she turned into a guy, and she tried doing all that stuff, and it like she got nothing for free, couldn't get in the club, like nothing.
That would literally be me as a girl. I would try to get this stuff and nothing would still happen. I'd be like, all right, that's cool. We're done.
Is that what you're thinking?
I got 2 cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I got 2 cheeseburgers. Sorry, that's bad.
Nick, do you want to add anything to, like, maybe get your eyes waxed?
Yeah, I'd get my eyebrows waxed without feeling judgment from other people.
You wax your eyebrows?
I don't, but I did once, and it was a nightmare, and I'll never do it again.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Too funny. Too funny. Well, hey, listen, guys. Thank y'all for
Yeah.
jumping on with us, man. We always have fun. We love you guys, man. This is
Appreciate you
for those
guys.
of you guys that don't know. Like, this is our extended family around the country. So it's so awesome when we can get and look at this smile on Ernie. Like, I just want to spotlight this guy right here. Oops, I removed him instead of spotlighting him. Sorry. Look at that smile. How can you not? How can you not? Just totally be in a great mood after seeing this man smile.
Kisses.
on everything. For those of you that are watching and have never had the privilege yet of meeting Big Ern or Aaron, they are seriously some of the most amazing people that I have the privilege of knowing. And truly, I know everyone always says, like, oh, I love that person, but legit, like, I love both of them. And, we've been together several times, and those two are amazing. Definitely. If you see them at a conference, because they're at all of them, pretty much, go up, just say hi. Definitely, they're very welcome.
People, I gotta say, these guys right here. Okay, yeah, you meet people every day. Yeah, you get to do stuff with people, all the time. The handful of times that we have met, I'm telling you, the camaraderie, the friendship, it's beyond that. It's family. This is family. It's so amazing to find like-minded people that are driven, that are their heart, their passion, they're into it. This is the thing, and that's what people love about you guys. I love that people talk about how you made their day amazing. It's not because of the equipment. It's not because of the gear. It's because of you guys right here. You guys. There we go. These guys right here. There we go. These guys. Boom.
That's so awesome, Ernie. Thank you for that, man. And
Appreciate
you know what? And that's kind of the reason why Nick and I decided that we wanted to, really get started with doing these live broadcasts and just, bringing on the people that are special in our lives and bringing on people that are like-minded people, like you said, who really care about the industry, really care about helping other people be successful in the industry. Because let's be honest, when we're all successful, everything's all gravy, and but we're also all realistic, right? We all understand that every day is not going to be a great day, and that's why it's nice to have. Let me see if I can point the right way. That's why it's nice to have all of these people and those guys over. Wait, those guys over there. Oh my God, I'm confused. It's nice to have so many people that you can rely on and you can depend on to just reach out to, because sometimes your go-to guy, like Nick is my go-to guy, but if he's not available, or if he does to me like he normally does when he's editing and just ignores my my calls and ignores my text messages all that stuff, like, I'm glad that I have Ernie or Mike or Mike Tech or just all these people that I can reach out to. Brian, just the list goes on and on. Luke, I could keep saying names. Like, there's just so many people that we can get in touch with, and that's so cool, and that's what's great about our community. So
anytime.
100%.
Thank you guys for being a part of that. Hey,
appreciate
just a quick plug for next week. You guys don't want to miss next week. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Terica Skaggs, but if you're not, you need to look her up. She is a firecracker. She is awesome. She's phenomenal. And she's going to be coming on, joining us next week to talk about workflows and processes. And if you're struggling in either one of those areas or both of those areas, or I would also say if you think you're killing it in those two areas, you definitely want to tune in next week, because she's going to blow your mind. Like, she's
hilarious. Apparently.
She is absolutely hilarious. Yeah. I'm thinking me and her might, no offense to you, but me and her might even do a spin-off together if you're okay with that.
Go for it.
It may not happen, but maybe.
Go for it.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
So anyways, that's what we got in store for you guys next week.
Yeah.
So Ernie, Mike, love you guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Jump on
too,
Twitch
brother.
tonight and go watch Mike Villa spin his heart out.
Yeah.
Ernie,
brother.
are we going to
Appreciate
see you on Twitch anytime soon?
You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that. So you see, like, the background kind of coming together and stuff. We actually got our video and audio up and running, so we're excited about that being fired up. And we're ready to bring some fun entertainment. Dude, I've been avoiding the whole streaming thing ever since, like, Facebook shut us down and Instagram, they always kick you out and stuff. It looks like Twitch is the way to go.
Yeah.
And we're almost there. So hopefully we'll be able to get in line for the pre-Twitch Tuesdays that she's got going on. The pre-train is what she calls it.
We got you, dude. We got you.
I love it. And yes, and other cool stuff for us in the pipeline. Come January and February, we're going to hit south. We're going to see all y'all guys. We're going to go down there. We're going to be down there for a couple months. We want to see everybody.
Go.
We want to have a big old grand time with y'all. We're going to bring the RV. We're going to bring the dogs like we did down at DJC. We are going to live it up, guys. Yeah.
We should do a WBG from Ernie's RV. Could we do that?
So dope.
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
Oh yeah.
We could fit everybody in there.
And I think that night we'll just so I think that StreamYard allows us to have like 10 or 12 guests, so we'll just fill this whole screen up with a bunch of people and just have like a little virtual DJC reunion right here
with some peanut butter jelly.
We'll even have peanut butter jellies.
Oh
for
my
that.
gosh.
Yeah.
We could call it Trailer Talk. Oh my god.
Let's do it.
Go.
We'll call it that PBG Trailer Talk.
Yes.
PBJ, excuse me. PBJ.
Yeah.
That PBJ Trailer Talk. All right, guys. I know you guys got things to do, man. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for just jumping on live with us real quick here. Have a good night. We're going to check you out on Twitch tonight, Mike Villa. Everybody watching, thank you guys as always. We hope you got something out of tonight, more than just a couple laughs.
Yeah.
We hope we're able to help you guys out with
though.
stuff. And we always appreciate you guys supporting us. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Later, guys.
Later.
We'll see ya.
Bye, guys.